On a warm summer day, a millionaire in an expensive suit was dining at a prestigious open-air restaurant. Before him stood a plate of exquisite food and a glass of white wine. He was enjoying the atmosphere of calm and coziness when suddenly a little girl in a simple gray dress stopped nearby. Her hair was blonde, her face was clean, but her eyes betrayed fatigue and longing. She looked at the man as if her entire world depended on his answer. She was a stray girl, accustomed to the indifference of passers-by, but at that moment, she had decided to approach. The man looked up, and his gaze met hers. In them, he saw not just a request, but something more, a reflection of his own soul, a long-forgotten feeling that had once lived within him. The seconds stretched into an eternity. At the neighboring tables, people continued to talk and laugh, unaware of what was happening. But for the man, the world seemed to have stopped. He put down his fork, moved his glass aside, and leaned slightly toward the girl. At that moment, something happened in his heart that cannot be measured by money or power. His response was unexpected not only for her but for himself as well. Everything changed in an instant. The girl's destiny, his own life, and the very essence of what it means to be human. The millionaire looked at the girl more closely and felt something stir within him. He smiled softly and said, "Of course, my dear, have a seat. Order anything you want." At first, she hesitantly sat on the edge of the chair, as if afraid to believe what was happening. But the waiter brought her a plate of hot food, and gradually her fear disappeared. The girl ate with such pleasure, as if it were the best meal of her life. The man silently watched her, feeling a warmth and lightness in his soul, a feeling that money alone cannot provide. When she finished, she neatly folded her napkin, looked at him with shining eyes, and quietly said, "Thank you." And before he could even respond, the girl quickly jumped up and ran away, as unexpectedly as she had appeared. The man paid the bill and sat at the table for a long time, thinking about what had happened. He understood that he might never see that girl again, but he knew one thing for certain. That day, he had done a true act of kindness. And that feeling turned out to be more valuable than any wealth.